What is going on, guys? It's Matt here, and in today's video we're going to be going over the Demon Slayer collab patch notes. Okay, everything you need to know, including the cash shop sales. We're going to get into it right now. Say hi to YouTube. All right, we're doing this live on Twitch as I normally try to do, but from first glance I haven't really looked at these patch notes yet at all, right? It doesn't really seem like there's too much to this update. It's really just the Demon Slayer collab, right? There's no secondary event for, like, you know, temp stats like we, you know, maybe thought there would be. There is the profession change, not profession change, but like the harvesting, you know, change to GMS. We're gonna take a look at that as well, and everything here. So let's just get into it, okay? Auto harvest profession system. Okay, so accept the quest. All right, looks like you're going to choose between what you want to harvest. Let's scroll down here. Okay, you will harvest automatically if you remain. Okay, so you have to be online. So is this like a perm AFK event? It doesn't really, this is not an event, you know, like, well, I say AFK event, but it's just like a permanent, like, you know, AFK function, right? So you can auto harvest up to 8 hours per day, and it resets at, you know, midnight UTC, as always, right? There's daily quests as well to complete. Okay. And harvested items. Okay, you can minimize the UI as well. Cool. I wonder if this goes between characters, you know, or if you're just like stuck to one character. You cannot change farms until the next day, so choose carefully. Oh, there's no no going back once you select something. All right. It runs in the background while in the game. Okay. While auto harvest is active, herbs and minerals are automatically gathered and stored in the storage bay. Okay. Click the claim button to retrieve harvested items once a day per account. Okay. Manual harvesting is disabled while auto harvesting is running. To resume manual harvesting, click the stop button to pause auto harvesting. Cannot start auto harvest if there are unclaimed rewards from the previous day. Please claim all the rewards before starting auto harvest. You can complete up to 3 daily quests to increase your harvesting speed, reducing the time between the collection by up to 20%. Okay, you have to do all of them, I'm guessing. Cool. Earn profession credits. You get a coin based on the time spent using auto harvest to exchange for materials at the profession credit shop. You can obtain 150 coins per day with a maximum of 1,050 per week. And this resets every Wednesday, right? So that's not weekly boss reset, that's the day before, right? Wednesday in game. Event reset, basically. There are 4 maps to choose from, each offering different herbs and minerals that can be gathered. Right here, you choose the novice, intermediate, advanced, and expert. So you kind of just like whatever you want to go for. So for example, if you're gonna go for crafting WAPs and EAPs and stuff like that, you're gonna want to go to the expert one, right? Because there's juniper berry seeds. Remember, these aren't like the oils, so you still want to do threads of fate, but these are the base, you know, materials in order to craft the oils, right? But you also get essence, right? Brilliant Dusk, regular Dusk essence. You get ores, you know, for dark and black crystals, which are very needed. But yeah, depending on like what you need, I think most people will just do the expert one. You know I will, right? I don't think we have any really use for the others, right? But you still want to do threads of fate, you know, like double down, you know. Do this and Threads of Fate, and you'll get hopefully a lot of rewards. We'll see. once we're actually in game, once we actually AFK for 8 hours, how many rewards we get. This is probably going to be very random. Let's check out the coin shop. Okay. Coin shop resets every Wednesday at midnight UTC. You can purchase 20 mysterious mineral pouches. Okay. Mineral selector pouch. Select a mineral of your choice and receive 10 of them. Okay. Got the mysterious herb pouch as well, and an herb selector pouch. Okay. We have a magic powder selector. Well, these are selectors. Okay, shit. And then we have the random one as well, and then essence, and then essence selector. Okay. Cool. Cool. That's nice. I think it really depends on, like, I see like these materials here. I hope they only AFK'd for like 5 minutes to show us this, right? And imagine if you AFK for 8 hours and this is all you get. It's like, oh, congratulations, you know, you get 1 dark crystal orb, you know, come back tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully they just AFK'd for like 5 minutes to show us that. They probably did. But you'll have to do some dailies to like reduce the farming, you know, or collection, right? And yeah, I mean, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how good it is, you know, after like a day, a week, you know, of gathering materials. But this seems like mostly for coins, right? Once you claim your rewards, you're gonna get coins, right? So 150, 1,050 a week, and then with that, you'll be able to purchase stuff from the shop. And this is like more a better way of acquiring like these materials. So that's good. I like it. Okay, moving on to the Steam Community Market. We know that you have to OSOC your untradeable cash shop accessory in order to sell it on the market. All right, this is in beta. And it seems like the OSOC is going to be 6K and X, but will be half off at 3K during this patch. So during this entire update, which means until the end of April, right, April 29th, this will be sold for 3K and X, $3, but normal price is $6. Now, off the bat already, a lot of items are going to be excluded from like selling on the market, but that's only from like a reg server player like standpoint, right? You much rather just buy it for like a couple hundred mil meso. You're not going to buy it, right? This is, I think, mostly for reboot players to want to purchase items that they otherwise wouldn't want to gacha for, right? Or maybe items that were just available a very long time ago and they're more recent players, right? From like other people in reboot or from reg server as well. This does create obviously a minimum price, you know, for selling items. You don't want to sell it for less than the actual OSOC to make it tradable, or else you lose profit, you know, and you don't want to do that. But I think nonetheless, it's going to create a decent market. At the end of the day, we as players in the community are going to dictate how much something is worth and how much we're going to be willing to spend for a certain item. So obviously, like big premium items like the Blood Oath Sword and the Death Scythe are obviously going to sell for a decent chunk, but we won't ultimately know until this is actually implemented, right? So we'll see. But yeah, 6K and X, I mean, that is less than the converted like Maple Sea, you know, price. I believe the converted Maple Sea price was like $9, right? So this is already a bit cheaper than that, and it's going to be only $3 for this patch. So we'll see how this goes, right? It's in beta, right? Things are going to be subjected to change moving forward. We'll see if this market even exists after this patch. But for the time being, it's something to take advantage of if you're interested in certain NX items. You know, you link your account to Steam, right? Use the market, see if anything you're interested is on there, right? No guarantee that it will be there, but see if anything is there that you're interested in, you know, and then feel free to buy it, you know, for your character. Yep, and items listed on Steam for trading are not restricted by world or region. That's right. So it doesn't matter NAEU, reg server reboot. I guess unless you live in a certain country, right? That blocks this, like the Netherlands. Yeah, unfortunately. And all transactions are made through your Steam wallet. I think on my Steam account, I think I have the wrong account linked to it. So I'm going to have to unlink my account and then relink my main account, because I think I have my alt account linked to my main Steam. Yeah. Yeah, don't know if you can trade between friends or whatever. This is just a marketplace, right? That I am not too sure. I think it's only for the marketplace. Yeah. Move items back into the inventory. You have to buy another scissor to relist. Yes, pretty much. You would have to. Once you claim it back, once you claim that item back, out of your inventory, you're gonna have to use another scissor of karma to make it tradable. Okay. All right. Now let's just get into the Demon Slayer collab. Okay. First, we have the Tanjiro training event. Okay. Again, this entire patch is up until the end of April, right? So we have now Tanjiro Kamado joining the MapleStory world. They are going to expand the maximum number of character slots by 1. Okay, a character slot expansion coupon needs to be used, okay, in order for you to get that additional character. So don't worry, you don't have to delete a character for Tanjiro. They're going to give you an extra character slot. Well, I mean, I guess it's not going to be free. You have to buy it. So they're going to give you another slot, right, like available slot, but you have to actually purchase it in order to get it. And then only one character with a Tanjiro job can be created per world. So it's not per account. You can create a Tanjiro per world. Okay. And characters with the Tanjiro job will automatically be switched to Explorer Hero at the end of the event. Alright, with their levels and items carried over. All mounts and chairs will be usable after switching to Hero. And equipable appearances that were invisible on a Tanjiro job will appear as normal. Cannot burn Tanjiro, okay? Cannot participate in dojo, all right? And during the Demon Slayer event, the Tanjiro job will have appearances such as hair, face, skin covered by Tanjiro's appearance. So you cannot change Tanjiro's appearance regardless of what you equip on him, all right? He cannot sit in any chairs or beds in the home and guild castle content. And even when T-Boy's monitor is equipped, the hat will not display. I love how they have to like exclusively mention this in its own like separate line. Okay. When you reach certain levels with the Tanjiro job story quests, you will unlock. Wait. Okay, when you reach certain levels, you'll be able to do some job story quests. Okay. I got confused. So these are the, after you create it, 100, 150, 200, 250, 260. It's just like story quests, you know, for reaching certain level milestones. All right. And then similar to Yeti and Pink Bean, once you reach certain levels on Tanjiro, you will unlock skills. Tanjiro does not have job advancements. He does not have 5th job. You do not use nodes. Okay. But it does say here, through training and acquiring skills, the amount of additional experience gained increases to 1,200 at level 200. Once you hit 200 on your Tanjiro, you will have passively 1,200% EXP. Okay, again, this character is not burning. Don't really need to go through all the different skills. There are already videos made on this, right? You can go watch Hikari's video, you can go watch Steve's video on like skill showcase. But Tanjiro, to what I've seen, trains pretty well, you know, which is cool. Trains pretty well. Characters with the Tanjiro job cannot change jobs and do not use SP to acquire skills. The attack skills on a Tanjiro job can only be used when equipping a two-handed sword, so he's a two-handed sword character. And characters with the Tanjiro job are able to use link skills, but do not have a dedicated link skill. So you can apply link skills to it. Obviously, you can use Legion, right? But he does not have his own link skill. This is a temporary character, which does turn into an explorer hero after the event is over. Okay? Yes, you can make it per world, right? One per world. Okay, cool. As for the journal, right? By reaching certain milestones, right? You will get rewards from the progress journal. And then a mission journal, you will have to kill certain bosses, a certain difficulty of certain bosses, and get rewards. Seems pretty easy. All you gotta do is up to normal Lomian. Like, that's pretty free, you know. Within the progress journal, you're able to challenge 24 missions in order to receive rewards. Okay. You are able to look at each mission's details and rewards by clicking on their respective number. If you complete the conditions for the next or subsequent mission before receiving the reward from the previous mission, it will be completed as soon as it begins. Okay, cool. Within the mission journal, you are tasked to defeat weekly bosses in each row solo, and once completed, you are able to obtain rewards featured on the bottom of the event UI. Okay. Mission journal challenges will not count if defeated in a party of 2 or more. You have to solo. Just to reiterate in bold, you have to solo. You are able to complete the missions in practice mode, so you don't have to like waste your real run. And additional mission journal challenges will be added on a weekly basis. Okay. So you see week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Cool. And then the mission journal rewards, right, which is the boss ones, you can only receive these once per account. Okay. You have the Sakonji mask coupon, Tanjiro chat and label ring, trading with Inosuke chair, and the Nezuko roid coupon. No, only one Nezuko roid per account. Alas, sad days, sad days. Nezuko does come with a 30-day lithium heart. A lithium heart? As for the progress journal rewards, some of these are transferable within world. Some are untradeable and only for your Tanjiro, right? So as you can see here, I guess I'll just point out the ones that you can trade with an account, right? So the Terra Burning coupon, okay, you can put it in storage. Scrolling down here, Hyper Character Burninator. Okay, again, you cannot use this on Tanjiro, right? To reiterate that for like the 5th time, right? And the burning effect does last for 60 days from the day it was used within the period of level 11 to 260. Okay. Burning period up until June 10th, right? Even if you have time remaining after the use, the effect will end. So the complete cutoff is June 10th, okay, for the hyper burning. Even if it's supposed to last longer than that, let's say you use your hyper burning coupon on June 9th, it will end June 10th, right? Keep that in mind. Okay, the actual coupon does last for 30 days, right? When you redeem it, after you redeem it, it doesn't seem like we get any rewards. It's just the levels, right? Nothing really dictates here that we get rewards. Maybe we'll get like the fake Rutabyss gear, you know, I think like with the Terra Burning coupon, right? Maybe we get the fake Rutabyss gear and stuff like that. But aside from that, yeah, like no knowledge yet about whether we get any rewards until somebody actually like claims this in game, you know, and uses it. So for now, you can just assume that it's just the 3 levels, right, at a time. Next thing here to be transferable is we get a Karma 17 star scroll. That's cool for completing Choo Choo. Okay, we get 200 Karma Black Flames for reaching 160 Arcane Force. We get 100 Soul Urta Fragments, right? This is an exchange ticket, right, for completing Moonbridge, right? So you have to get to, what is that, 245 in order to get 100 Soul Urta Fraggies, right? Arcane Weapon Box, Fake Arcane Weapon, you know, that's for the Tanjiro. And then the give it all you got Tanjiro medal coupon, okay? Cosmetic medal, right? I don't think it gives any stats, and you can transfer that as well. So only a select few things here that are transferable with an account, but it's pretty decent, not gonna lie, for just leveling up your Tanjiro if you want to get into it. Getting the Hyper Burning coupon is really easy. Just gotta get to 200 and complete Vanishing Journey. Everything after that, if you want to spend the extra time in order to get the rewards, I know I will, for the temp stats, which we'll go over in just a bit. The Progress Journal rewards can only be received once per account. Everything is per account. The Soul Urta Fragment exchange tickets can only be used on characters who are 260 or higher and have completed 6 job. Oh, baby. The Arcane River region scenario quest can be skipped if a character in the same world has completed the quests already. Okay. And even if you do not have the Monster Park additional entry ticket after using the free entry per day, or have already used the maximum number of entries, you are able to enter Monster Park in the area required to progress the mission, but only if you are the character within the Tanjiro job. Okay, so I guess this means that just like can't brick yourself for the Monster Park mission, like you're able to do it regardless, right? Because there is a Monster Park mission, I believe, or not. Oh no, yeah, clear Vanishing Journey Monster Park one time, right? Oh, it also says to do dojo here too. Okay. Yeah, so you can't, like, I guess you can't brick yourself for doing the Monster Park missions, right? That's basically what it's telling me to. Let me just scroll up here, because I did read something about Monster Park. I'm guessing you just can't get the rewards, right? Yeah, so you can't get the rewards for dojo. Sorry, not Monster Park, but dojo. You can't get dojo rewards. You can do dojo, right? You'll have to do dojo for the mission. Okay. And clear up to floor 10. All the way up to reaching level 260. Right? And then the basic training package, which is what you get at the very beginning when you make your Tanjiro, right? As soon as you make your Tanjiro, you will get a snail pet for 20 days. Level 30 equipment box, 20 3x coupons. Again, this is only for the Tanjiro. You get frozen gear, right? Some slot coupons, a prep pendant, trade boost potion, more 3x coupons, right? Mitra 3x coupon box. You get 10 of these, right? 10 30-minute coupons. You can do that 6 times. They're giving you a lot of EXP for leveling up your Tanjiro. Pog. Items within the basic training package can only be used by the character within the Tanjiro job, obviously, and they're all untradeable when you redeem them. Okay, it's only for your Tanjiro. Okay, let's continue. Tanjiro's Maple Expedition. Okay. This is for the support skills, right? So for the Tanjiro support, that is the temp stats, and then the Dancing Flash is the like origin skill that you get with a 20-minute cooldown, right? That every character gets on the server. So as you see here, upon character creation, right after the maintenance, right, you can get to level 50. Oh, this is for the Dancing Flash. Okay. Well, no. No, this is for the temp stats. Yes. Dancing Flash is just level 1 skill. I'm getting a little confused right now. Just because of how they like put this. But we're talking about the support skill, right? So upon creation, when you get in game, right, if you get your Tanjiro to level 50, you automatically unlock level 2 of the support skills. And then you have to wait until April 2nd to unlock up to level 4, and then April 16th to unlock level 6. Okay? And then these are the different temp stats, right? And how good they are. So upon release, you know, we'll be able to get level 2. So that's 10 attack, 10 boss, IED, 20 all stats, 10 buff, 10 crit rate, 20 arcane force, right? So then, and then you get up, you know, you have to wait every 2 weeks. Yeah, you have to wait 2 weeks in between, right? Pretty much. To get, you know, 2, 4, and then 6. It's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, like, at the very least, if you get your Tanjiro to 200, which shouldn't be hard whatsoever, the temp stats are really good, right? 25 attack, 35 boss, 35 IED, 50 all stats, 25 buff, 25 crit rate, and 50 arcane force. That is really good for getting a character to level 200, right? And if you want to go above and beyond and get it to 250, you know, you get those extra, little bit of extra stats as well. That is really good, right? So yeah, it's not too bad. And then you'll have the origin skill, right? Immediately. Hey. As soon as you make your Tanjiro in game. One day they'll make it possible to split accounts. I hope so. I hope so. You get all of them. Yeah, you get all of them. Right, for the support skills, everything you see here, each column that you see, you get everything for reaching that level. Right? Yes, you don't pick and choose like which of these you want. yeah, there's no pick and choosing. You get everything as a baseline, and then it just, you know, increases over time, right? It is time gated. Yeah, it does suck that it's time gated. Yeah. Okay. Next we have Zenitsu's and Inosuke's Maple Expedition. This is basically just for grinding, right? So when you're grinding, Inosuke and Zenitsu will kind of help you out and just do big damage, right? Zenitsu and Inosuke skill have 20 limited activations per day per character, right? And I think this just gives you, I think it gives you more EXP, right? I think so. And there's a hidden mission for an Inosuke roid with a lithium heart, not a lithium heart. I think that's a typo. I don't know what a lithium heart is. Maybe that exists. I don't know, right? But yeah, you just get a lot of EXP, right? From just grinding. Okay. I think you can use this on. I've seen people use like the Inosuke skill or the Zenitsu skill rather in bossing. So I don't know. I don't know what the limitations of that is, but yeah, how it is. Maybe with bosses with mobs in them, you know, you'll be able to activate it. But that's that. Very simple. Demon Slayer Corp Training Journal. Okay. You activate this quest on the side of your screen, right? Start tab probably. Oh no, it's event UI. We have the event UI now, right? And each week, players are tasked to record training to obtain rewards each time. You must meet one of the following conditions to be able to record training, right? So you get to, I think you get to choose, right? But or you get it at random. I don't remember. You activate Zenitsu and Inosuke's Maple Expedition 3 times. You get 300 points during the Demon Slayer training test, which this starts on April 2nd. Or you play the coin flip challenge, which starts on April 16th. So I guess for now, all you can do is the Zenitsu Inosuke Maple Expedition, which is you're just gonna be killing mobs, right? You gotta do that 3 times. It seems like 300 mobs to activate Zenitsu. So 1,000 mobs. I mean, you do that with your dailies, right? No big deal, right? You do your symbol dailies, and you'll just meet the activation. And then once you hit the requirement, right, you just click claim, right? You do that 5 times per week as well, okay? And it resets the same time as weekly bosses. So weekly boss reset for the training journal, right? And you can receive the rewards by pressing the receive button for the portion you recorded in the training journal. So as we can see here, a prep pendant, a bunch of 3x coupons, some trait boost potions, honor medals, node stones. God, I wish these were fragments instead of soul urda. 200 black flames, right? Some event solid cubes, legendary circulator. I think this is a, well, we'll scroll down. Is that a chaos or a black circulator? It's a black circulator. That's good. Yeah, the Muichiro hair coupon, right? That is the that's the hair coupon right there. Okay. And then if you miss a day and you want to pay, you could pay 3k maple points to catch up, you know, at any point if you missed days during the event. Okay. But yeah, the rewards here pretty simple. Event ring selector, 3x coupons, right? Event ring, legendary potential scroll. Okay. Yep, and a transcendent growth potion at the very end. Pog. Very nice. Very nice. Good rewards. Let's see. All training journal rewards can be claimed once per account. Yep, should have seen that coming. They are tradable within World. Obviously, the color of the Muichiro hair cannot be changed. Solar that can only be used on characters who have 6 job, blah, blah, blah. And then once you've completed the training journal 25 times, you can receive the MapleStory X Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba medal exchange ticket. All right, another cosmetic medal, right? There you go. Okay. Cool. Next up is the Demon Slayer training test, the Gourd minigame. Basically, you're playing the Totem minigame, right? Especia portal and whatnot. This will be available 2 weeks after the patch goes live, right? Starting from April 2nd. And you can get EXP vouchers from this every day, right? 5 times a week, right? So 400 EXP vouchers per day, which means you can get 2,000 EXP vouchers per week. Pretty cool. And then once you accumulate 3,000 points, you can get this chair. Simple. Coin flip challenge. This starts on April 16th, right? So 4 weeks after the update goes live. And then you randomly get 1 of 4 missions, right? So you can get defeating 1,000 enemies near your level. You can defeat enemies near your level and collect items that are dropped. Defeat 2 elite monsters or elite champions, or you just don't do anything and it completes immediately. And there's a set rate to get these random quests, right? Once you complete this quest, you get a coin, right? And then you go to the NPC, you go flip that coin, and you get Soul Urda fragment coupons, right? Which is really cool. At the very least, you get 8 Soul Urda fragments per day. That's cool. You can do this once per day. So you get 8 fraggies per day. At the lowest, at the highest, you can get 14 fraggies for the day. And these are coupons. They are tradable within World, right? And they have a 2-week duration. Okay. And then if you participate 10 times, you get it's the Heart That Drives People title coupon, right? Cosmetic title, right? And you also get a Tanjiro coin as just a cosmetic, you know, etc. item. It's not used for anything. It's just, you know, for the event. So do the event 10 times and you get this title. This event's really cool. I like it. I don't think there's a limit like 5 times per week. At least I'm not reading that here. Right? So you could just do this, you know, once per day. This event will last for 2 weeks. That's not bad. That's a decent amount of fraggies. You know? It is a decent amount of fraggies to just get. Again, at the very least, you're getting 8 per day. That's really cool. And that's it. That's pretty much the Demon Slayer patch. Right? There's Tanjiro. Right? There's Tanjiro's, like, you know, 2 journals, right, for rewards. You have Zenitsu and Inosuke for grinding. And then you have the different minigames. That's it. And then your own training journal, right, for rewards. So yeah, I mean, not too bad. A lot of free goodies here. It's pretty simple. I would say at the very least, just get your Tanjiro to 200. Okay, it should take you a day, right? If you've been saving stuff from the previous patch, it'll take you a few minutes to get to 200, honestly. Especially with the strawberry farm and like with all the passive EXP that Tanjiro gets and the additional passive EXP you get for going into a golden strawberry farm. Remember, you get like an additional, I think, like 400% as well. So, but you can't use like EXP coupons, right? But his passive EXP is not an EXP coupon, right? So it should stack. So Tanjiro's gonna get like a buttload of EXP in the golden strawberry farm, right? So if you've been saving stuff like that, you know, then you'll get it to 200 in no time. And if you want to go, you know, super sweat, get Tanjiro to 250 or even 260. Right, it also benefits you from doing that if you want to get the temp stats, right? But just getting to 200 will get you level 5 of the temp stats, right? Which is really fucking good. Level 6 is just for sweaty people, right? Okay. And now we have the new Rock Spirit Golden giveaway. Okay. Rock Spirit is coming back. Wow, new. Oh my god, there's a tag. New. Okay, defeat 1,000 enemies, okay, within your level. And then you get rewards, okay? You can do this once per day. Hell yeah. We've had this before, but I guess they've changed it as well. Oh, mystical familiar cards will be sold in the familiar point shop from March 19th until April 28th with a monthly limit of 3. They've learned nothing. Alas. Alas, still gatekeeping the mystical familiar cards for no reason. Okay, we're not there yet, you know. Maybe we'll get there one day. But still have learned nothing. Golden Pass, you can pay $3 if you've missed days, right? And then the Legion and Hyper Pass are 40k Maple points. I believe these were 50k last time. So now they're 20% cheaper. Okay, for a small price of 40k Maple points per pass, you can get additional rewards. I mean, this looks really good though, right? These are the advanced EXP coupons. These are not the regular ones. These are the ones that stack like up until 260, right? And whatnot. Or I don't remember. But like these give like, these are the Giga EXP coupons and we get 10,000 of those. Like that's pretty fucking good. All right, that's really good. 2 Terra Burn coupons, 10 Golden Strawberry Farms. These, I think these are like AFK EXP, right? Yeah, Mag Pots. We got Transcendent Pots. And I'm assuming there's like Mystical Familiar Cubes here. We can scroll down and check. Yeah, Luxe Sauna coupon. I'm assuming that's just like AFK EXP, right? So the Rock Spirit Golden giveaway, 2 Mag Pots. Okay. We get the Solar to Fragment coupon as well. Okay. Okay. These are the basic rewards. Okay. 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 I dig it. I dig it. Okay. 2 mag pots there. Symbol selector coupon. And 30 fraggies. As for the Legion Pass, 2 Terra Burns, right? Strawberry Farm, more Luxe Sauna, 3 mag pots, and then you get 100 fraggies and 10 mystical familiar cards. Yep, just like last time. And then advanced EXP vouchers, like the Giga EXP vouchers, right, for the Hyper Pass, right? Punch King, right? The Golden Tomato Punch King, really, really good EXP. For higher levels, Transcendent Growth Potion, more EXP, you know, AFK EXP coupons, and then Soul Order Fragments again with the 10 familiar cards. I mean, buy it if you want. You know, buy it if you want. You know, worth just depends on who you ask, but it doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad, and it's a little bit cheaper than last time. But you know, it is what it is. You don't have to buy both of them. You can buy one of them, right? I would recommend the right one, right? Maybe not this one, the Legion one, but the Hyper Pass. Yeah, Hyper Pass, I probably would recommend. I think this is worth $40. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Definitely think the Hyper Pass is worth it. The Luxe Sauna, yep, it's just AFK EXP. And then each coupon extends the duration by 30 minutes. Okay, coupons can only be used during the event period. Okay, and while in the room, you receive EXP based on your level every 5 seconds. Characters that are 289 or above receive the same amount of EXP as obtained at 289. Okay. And burning characters can also participate and get EXP. Right, so each coupon is an extra 30 minutes in the sauna, and then you just get Giga EXP, just like we had recently with Tiernog, right? The playground. Giga EXP, cool, cool, cool. And the sauna charge time is shared among all characters in the same accounts. Okay. Right, so world doesn't matter. Right, it's just shared across the entire account. Okay, cool. Cool. I don't think you can buy, you can't buy EXP, right? Nothing says here that you're able to purchase like 12 hours a week or anything. These are just from the coupons, right? Which you can get from the Rock Spirit giveaway. I think somewhere else as well. I have to go back and check. But like, you know, you see like the coupons here and whatnot. So you get coupons from this patch, and then you're able to use it in the sauna. Yep. There's an interactive world player survey. Wow. Okay, in the event UI, if you're in reg server, there is a short player survey, and they want to know. Okay, this is our time. Okay, this is our time. Please make cubing easier. Yes, yes, make cubing easier. That is what we need to preach. Among other things, right? But yeah, I think the biggest thing is just make cubing easier. That'd be great for reg server players. Well, they're already merging worlds. They're already doing the server merge. We don't know the details of that server merge, but they've confirmed that they're doing the server merge, right? But yeah, and then Sunny Sundays, cool. For Sunny Sunday, we start off with a 30% off Star Force enhancement. Right, we're gonna get 2 free Luxe Sauna coupons as well on March 30th. Half off spell trace enhancements, increased portal EXP. Okay, April 6th we have a 5, 10, 15, and a haste Sunny Sunday. You get 10 VIP boosters as well. We have a haste Sunny Sunday with 5, 10, 15 on April 6th. That is huge. On April 13th, we have another 30% off Star Force. We have Monster Collection, Sunny Sunday, Giga Monster Park EXP. Obviously, you get the Monster Balloons as well. On April 20th, we have 50% off spell trace enhancements and extra portal EXP. And then on April 27th, we have Giga Monster Park EXP, which does count towards MPE as well, right? It does count towards Monster Park Extreme as well. Keep that in mind. And then we have some bug fixes. Oh, they're fixing the portal in Skynest 1 that teleports you to Genesis. It's supposed to teleport you to Azimuth Canyon, right? If you go to the bottom left portal in Skynest 1, it's supposed to teleport you to Azimuth, but that portal is broken right now because Azimuth is not available in the game yet. It's not there yet. But yeah, they're gonna fix that. Okay. And that seems to be it. Nothing really else in the bug fixes to kind of comment over. Okay, so that's the patch notes for the Demon Slayer update. Okay, now let's get into the cash shop sales. Okay, and I was already kind of here for a little bit, but we're gonna just scroll up. Okay, and remember that this is just part 1. There are 2 parts. Okay, this is just part 1 that starts after the update on March 19th. Part 2 starts on, I believe, April 9th. Okay, so we're going to start with Philo books, right? And Philo books are going to be lasting until April 9th. Yeah, so April 9th for part 2. You can use both NX and Maple points on this. You can get this Zenitsu chair, Zenitsu android, Kyojuro android, Shinoburoid, and Kanoroid, right? If you want these particular androids. These skill coupons. Okay, so these skill coupons, people have been asking like what they are. It's just cosmetic. Okay, it's just cosmetic. You will be able to pull Tanjiro's Nichirin sword, right? This sword is a cash shop weapon similar to Megumin's weapon from the Konosuba collab. And then you're able to apply these skill coupons on the sword, right? So you'll be able to use these skills when you have the sword equipped. They do no damage, okay? It's just a cosmetic, right? So you can use an origin, you know? Like you have the sword, you can pop Tanjiro's origin whenever the fuck you want. I don't know if it has a 20-minute cooldown, all right? But yeah, it's just cosmetic, okay? That's it. Skills expire when Tanjiro expires? No, they don't. They don't, because the Nichirin sword is an NX weapon, right? It's permanent, and you can apply these skills to the weapon. So no, you'll have this forever. These skills do not expire. They do not expire. They're exclusively for this NX weapon. Again, they do no damage. It's just for looks. Okay. And then you have hair and face coupons, right? So you can look like Tanjiro, you can look like Nezuko, Shinobu, Giyu, and Muzan. All right, the Demon King of Pop. And then you have, well, I don't know why this person is wearing a, what is this, a 110 mage overall? Okay, that's interesting. But yeah, there's a Nezuko label and chat ring. And then for reg server only, there's a title, right? For 2 months, for 60 days, it gives 10 EXP, 15 all stats, 15 attack and magic attack, 10 boss, 10 IED, 50 arcane power, 30 star force. Well, if you have the like the hero and Cygnus titles, right? If you have the hero title, that's better, right? Cygnus title, it's better for grinding. But yeah, this is very similar to like the Konosuba collab, right? It had a title as well with similar stats. Okay. And then these filler books also can give, for Heroic World, they can give surprise style boxes at random. They can also give style coupons at random. They give these cosmetic weapons as well. Okay, you can get a bod in reg server. Okay, not reboot. As well as other miscellaneous things too. X scrolls. Lots of X scrolls. Lots of X scrolls. Yes. Okay. Very good. Very good. Gachapon update. So this Gachapon update is from March 19th until April 2nd. Okay. And apparently, due to legal restrictions, item and boxes that contain items from Demon Slayer anime cannot be purchased by players in Venezuela and Belarus. Well, that's random. I don't know why. I have no clue why people from Venezuela and Belarus are barred from obtaining Demon Slayer items, but rip. Yep. So there's these androids. So this is from Gachapon, right? Tanjiro, Gyuroid, Tengenroid, and Muzanroid. So if you want these particular androids, they will be available for 2 weeks. Okay. These outfits too, Sabito's mask and Kotetsu's mask as well. From PS's B's. Okay, this is where you get Tanjiro's Nichirin sword. Okay. So you do have to gacha for the sword if you want to use the sword effects, right, from the Philo books. Right, very roundabout way. Classic, you know, Nexon to be doing these things. But style boxes, these are all the way until the end of the collab, right, April 29th. So you have just a chance, you know, to get Tanjiro stuff, Nezuko stuff, Shinobu, Gyu, and Muzan, as well as other MapleStory NX related items, right? Royal coupons, these will last for 3 weeks. Yep. I don't know what this yellow egg aura is. Not sure if I like it. But we have the dreamlike hair. This is new, right? Dumpling hair for females, as well as the eyes, right? The drowsy face. Okay. Yeah. It's whatever. Look like Easter eggs. True. Okay, moving on. We have the special Lunar Crystal, right? This Lunar Crystal is for obtaining, this is for a reg server, this is for obtaining the, you know, VAC PETS for Tanjiro, Nezuko, and Zenitsu, excuse me. Right, so you still need to fuse Wonder Blacks together, or Sweet Luna Wonder Black, in order for a chance to receive one of these 3 VAC PETS. Okay? This is for reg server. And then reg server also has Wonderberry. This will last all the way up until the end of the collab, right? April 29th. Then you have a regular Lunar Crystal. So for whatever reason, if you don't want to pull for the Demon Slayer VAC PETs, it's so stupid. This is so fucking dumb, okay? This is so fucking dumb. But for whatever reason, if you don't want to pull for the Demon Slayer VAC PETs, you can pull for the regular VAC PETs. Yeah, the standard ones. Who the fuck is gonna do that? Who is gonna do that? Okay, don't do that. Just buy the special one. It's the same price. Okay, it's not like it's more expensive. It's the same price. Pull for these VAC PETs because they're more limited than these. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, just try to pull for the Demon Slayer VAC PETs. And now this is a little controversial, but alas, they put the VAC PETs in Heroic and Reboot in Wonderberry. Yep. And I believe it's a 1% chance as well. It is a 1% chance. They last for 90 days, but it's a 1% chance, like all the other permapets, to try to pull the VAC PETs, right? So when I said VAC PET giveaway, you know, I guess we're just gonna be doing an NX giveaway instead. We're just gonna be doing NX giveaway, and then, you know, hopefully you can pull it. So like I can't be gifting VAC PETs because, you know, Nexon decided to put them in Wonderberry and not as a standalone sale for 99k NX, right? This is arguably better or worse. If you're super Giga Lucker Dog, you can get a VAC PET for $4. or 400. You know, depends on your RNG. Yeah, so trying to pull like all 3 of these is gonna be hard. I don't know if I have the money for that. I'll be honest with you. Don't think I have the money for that. They also come with the NX items, right? In Heroic, they don't give stats, right? But you can buy the NX items for the VAC pets. The Oswell Scissor of Karma for the NX, right? $3, you know, for the patch, $6 regular price. But right, there's a special Luna Petite Water of Life, right? And this is ongoing. So this is for the foreseeable future. But these Demon Slayer VAC pets, right? Because you don't purchase them like straight up for 99k NX, they have a special Water of Life that is only $2.40, right? So in order to revive these for 30 days at a time, right? In order to revive these particular VAC pets, it does not cost $14. It costs $2. So that's the caveat, okay? Their upkeep is incredibly cheap because the potential amount of money you're going to spend in order to pull them can be very high. Right? Well, even not after the 90 days. You can stack up to a year, right? So like you can pull your little Tanjiro. It's 90-day duration, but you can just buy a bunch of these and then your Tanjiro lasts for a year. Right? He doesn't have to last for 90 days only. Yeah, and these Water of Life will be available forever, right? It's not for like until the end of the patch. These are not limited. Right? These will be available forever. So yeah. I mean, it does kind of benefit you from trying to pull a Demon Slayer VAC pet if the upkeep is going to be incredibly cheap. Yeah, the 1% is very low. That's where like people are going to be kind of split on, right? People are going to be kind of split on with these VAC pets being in Wonderberry. I would prefer just a straight up 99k NX, right? I don't like them being in Wonderberry and having to also, you know, like having the same pull rate as like the perm pets, right? Because like, you know, who cares about these perm pets? You know, you want the VAC pets. But on the flip side, it's going to be, if you do manage to pull one, you get really lucky or whatever, it's incredibly fucking cheap to upkeep these. So yeah, I mean, there's 2 sides to the same coin. I do want to mention, right, because I talked about it earlier, about part 1, right? This is just part 1. Part 2 starts on April 9th, right? And I have this right here to show you. Part 2, right? What will be available in part 2. So don't go spending all of your money in part 1 if you don't want to. But for part 2, you'll be able to pull like the Zenitsu cape, this Inosuke cape. You'll have outfits for Inosuke, Zenitsu, Kyojuro, Shinobu, and Tengen, right? So all these guys, right, probably are going to be in style boxes. Yeah, probably. These might be, I don't know, fillable. I don't know if they're going to be more Philos. And then there's also this chair too, the Mugen Train chair. So this is all coming in part 2, which is going to be on April 9th. Okay, so that is not immediately. Keep that in mind when you're spending money. But that's pretty much it. That's everything involving the Demon Slayer collab. Okay, we went over the cash shop sales, we went over the patch notes. All in all, I mean, there's some good, there is some bad. Classic Nexon, right? But I'm very interested to see the auto harvest, you know, system in action for the, you know, professions. And then I'm just ready to just like get in game. I'm super excited for Tanjiro. I'm just ready to get in game and just grind Tanjiro. You know, I want to get that done and get that out of the way. So yeah, that's about it.